They're feisty, fun, and forever proud to call Cleveland home. You're watching Cribs in the CLE. Josh and Maria live.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Cribs in the CLE. I'm Josh Cribs.
And I'm Maria Cribs, and welcome to a brand new week. The Grammys were last night.
The Grammys was last night.
Did you get to watch any of it?
I kind of, no.
I did not know. I didn't get to. I had some pictures because you know what? I really do love to watch, like, the gowns and look at how they're dressed up, the hair and the makeup. That was Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion, who they both won Grammys. You know, Beyonce is the most decorated now, most winning artist.
For the
ever.
Grammys?
Ever. I don't even think female, just ever.
So that's like a record that if you become an artist, you try to chase Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like in sports, when you're trying to chase down a record,
Taylor Swift.
Beyonce sets that record.
Beyonce sets the record. I know. I saw little clips of it last night. And I was like, ooh, CBS really allowing people to do their things, because a few of the performances, I was like, okay. You know how they always say in our ear, keep it G-rated, G-rated. I'm like, y'all ain't say that to them last night now.
And do
Why
you think,
I gotta keep it G-rated?
Do you think that somebody had to sign off on that? Because there's no audience there. It wasn't no audience.
I think that...
So they was performing for themselves.
It was... I mean, you know I'm wild, but that was wild. You know what?
You look like you were interviewing... You could interview them right now with your outfit.
For sure. I can do all things. But what I'm saying is, they tell us G-rated in our ear.
Right.
But that wasn't G... And that was on CBS, Josh.
Oh,
we're on CBS right now.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, you know, you can't be telling me G-rated if you ain't telling them G-rated.
Taisha, can you make sure they change the G-rated scale?
I know, look.
For our show? Maria
I want to do what I want like they was doing what they want.
She wants to do what she wants to do.
It was interesting. So anyway, the Grammys was last night. But then did you hear this? I think like Thursday or Friday of last week, they said the dictionary, they're introducing new words.
You told me that.
Into the vernacular. And they're going to include some African-American vernacular, which I'm like, I need your validation. Just because you want to put in the dictionary now, it makes sense to you.
Because I think you are upset because it's a day late, dollar short. Yeah, because where was it when you was doing those papers and they was giving you all those bad...
I need all my papers to be regraded because I was finna do that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I was
They got finna, child, please. They said they have 7,600 updated entries, 94 new definitions on existing entries, and yeah, I mean, I'm not thinking we didn't need your validation. No, I was finna use the word anyway.
I was finna
and child, please.
I think that some people don't realize that in other languages, they have different vernaculars of that language. So it's not just specific, proper Spanish, Greek, any other language is like that.
And just because it's not in the dictionary, it's not accepted. We were going to use the word, we will continue to use the word any day. Y'all don't validate us. Now, what's breaking my heart is Netflix. You know Netflix breaking my heart.
Oh, man.
You know what they doing,
right?
They trying to do a new program where they cracking down on password sharing. And I feel like we just need to go ahead and throw away our account, Josh.
Oh,
even though it ain't my account because I'm sharing somebody's passcode.
What you mean?
I'm just saying.
You going to have to shut down your account. You going to have to call somebody and be like, hey, we think we need to shut down our account. Like, you ain't paying this bill?
They probably like, how is 5 people on Maria's account watching All America at the same time?
It do some accounts. You know, like our streaming service now, if too many people are logged on, it tells you, it'll block your TV.
Hey, I feel like I'm paying my $15.99. Leave me alone. I get my passcode if I want to share it with.
And that's the same thing with Netflix. Like, their prices keep going up.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to let somebody else use it again.
Exactly. I'm giving it to the whole. I put it on. They should have a website where everybody just share passcodes.
That's
for
a
small fee.
I understand they have to make a living, but come on.
So, like, I wanted to get to this story. So, over the week, well, actually, I think Friday, news broke that J-Lo and A-Rod have called off their engagement. And so J-Lo released this video basically saying, you know, ain't nothing stopping me. Yeah. That's what I mean, she didn't say that's what it meant, but that's what I took it as. Like,
also, hey, J-Lo, can we show this?
Josh like J-Lo,
Can we show this on TV?
G-rated, G-rated. Right? No, she basically, I mean, she's hitting the rumors. But remember a few weeks ago, I think about a month ago,
we talked about this.
We talked about him getting caught FaceTime in some reality girl.
No, well,
remember?
She said that. She said it on the show.
The girl did,
as if it was true. And then she retracted a lot of the stuff she said. Like, we ain't never met or nothing like that. We won't talk in person and blah, blah, blah. Also, J-Lo and them released a statement that they're not breaking up. They called off the engagement, but they're working through things.
So what are your thoughts? Because, you know, I'll speak from my own personal experience. When you're married to a professional athlete, and I hate to generalize, but I'm going off of my experience, they're used to getting attention. And so you might, A-Rod might be with J-Lo, and she's one of the most beautiful women I believe in the world, very talented, creative, got her own money, got her own thing going on. Are you feeling insignificant? Because athletes are used to getting a lot of attention. So was attention from one woman not enough?
Right.
Because would you, say I'm FaceTiming another man, would you call the engagement?
Off the engagement? No. I think, see, again, they're working on it. I don't think they would work on it if they're not about to get engaged again.
But my thing is, if you want to get engaged, to me, clearly you want to be married. So I don't think you should be talking and entertaining other females, although a lot of men entertain other females while they are married or while they're engaged. And I just don't understand why take that step and get married, because clearly that's signaling that either one, you have insecurities, you might feel insignificant, or you might not be ready to be married. And I know you can speak a lot on that, but we don't have any time. We got to go to commercial. We got some hot takes. Don't go anywhere, you guys. We'll be right back.
You're watching Cribs in the CLE.
Hot take number 1. Your girl wants to join a lingerie football league, but you don't think she should. Do you tell her? Go to cleveland19.com/vote to give us your answers now. We'll get to the results at the end of the show. Now, I came up with this when I was looking at some pictures that I wanted to send my aunt, because we were talking about somebody from one of those, I think it was like Basketball Wives. And I was scrolling through her pictures because she was talking about colorism and things like that. And she's a lingerie, she's in one of those leagues. And I was like, man, and she's with a man right now. He has to be significantly confident to be able to handle that, because first of all, her body looks good.
But why confident? Because if she has the athleticism, you know, she probably already, it's like a fame type of thing, it's a sport, but she gets paid to do it.
But she's walking around in lingerie, and you were the same guy that said last week that women should dress a certain way or something chauvinistic you said.
But that's a job. Chauvinistic.
Remember what I'm saying?
The hot take was last week was after you're with somebody, should you dress more conservative?
Right, and so for this one, what do you think?
Well, I related to when you said, when I was like, would you want to be a boxer? You remember you was boxing, doing a training to be a boxer?
Yeah.
But you weren't trying to be a boxer, but you was doing so much boxing training, you was like, man, I think I could take a fight. And I was like, nah, don't do that, because you're pretty. And you might get in there with somebody named Spike or something like that, and you might bite off someone more.
The bigger they come, the harder Spike gonna fall now.
Yeah, that's what they say, but sometimes they throw the 1-2 on you. But that's how it related to. Like, I think it's more towards their safety more than seeing somebody in that outfit.
Oh, John, you trying to be so kind.
I think when it comes to men, you don't want them to go to the beach.
I would feel some kind of way. My woman run up and down the field with lingerie on.
But that's like playing volleyball at the beach. You gonna do it with a bathing suit.
Some men would not be okay with that though.
Oh well.
You know, they be feeling some type of way.
I wouldn't want you to play volleyball.
Let's get to hot take number 3. I do what I want. I do what I want. Hot take number 2. Excuse me. When you're mad at someone, do you change your streaming passcodes? Now, this comes from the Netflix story. Now, I would let you answer this. Do you do this?
Do you change when you mad
at someone? Say you mad at your family, and you're like, you know what? I'm paying for this Netflix, and I know they down there enjoying themselves. Let me go ahead and log everybody out and change the passcode.
Log everybody out.
Have you or have you not ever done that before, Josh? I'm giving you a moment to tell the truth.
I have.
Oh, yeah!
I have done that. Stay out of my one shot. You got a shot over there.
I don't have a one shot.
Change the passcode.
Why?
If you paying for it, then you can do what you want with what you paying for. Just like in your house, what you paying for, you can do what you want, and that's it. And that's the bottom line. Is it right? Depending on what happens. Depending on how mad you are, pick and choose your battles. But sometimes I choose to cut it off.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna say what? All right, let me just log in. Let's change the passcode.
Petty like that.
Now let's see them go.
I'm not a petty person.
Let's see them.
And usually, if you're mad at someone
You're not a petty person.
it's something that you've done wrong, and all of a sudden you want to deflect and make it about, you know, how you feel. I'm not petty. I'm not very emotional when it comes to things like that. So I wouldn't be like, and if it's someone I broke up with, of course I'm going to deactivate my account and get them off of my account, because you're not benefiting from me any longer. But if I'm upset with someone, would I go out of my way to change the passcode? Absolutely not. Do I go out of my way? I know people that still block their spouses. They block their boyfriends or girlfriends when they mad. I'm not petty like that. I've grown. Now, 20-year-old Maria, for sure I might have done something like that. Now, I don't have the time to do that. Focus my energy on things like that. Hot take number 3, let's get it.
Your significant other is working towards their dream job, but you see the odds are not looking good by the day. What do you do?
What do you mean? This is yours right here.
Okay, so, all right, you remember when I first came out of college, and I was training to be in the NFL. You said this to me. You was like, all right, Josh, Like, what you got going, man? Like, what's it gonna be?
Right.
Like, we got these bills coming in.
And we had mouth to feed,
and
child to feed.
And I was waiting for phone calls, and I was training, but you seen the work. But you was graceful enough to be like, all right now, and to give me that little space. How soon would you have been like, all right, man, I got this application for you. I think you should go ahead and start this other job. And my dream job was this. You know, how long do you wait?
I don't see why you can't do them simultaneously. Like, okay, you can work out, you know, maybe from 6 to 10 in the morning, and then you go on over to where you got to go to work.
But I'm not,
whatever.
But what if my dream job wasn't the NFL, but it's like I'm working on this project? I think we've seen a movie.
You want to be a rapper or something?
Something like that. But you're supportive, because there's a lot of supportive women out there, and you rocking with them like, yeah, your tunes is good.
Over there and beatbox at McDonald's or something.
But these bills, can't you beatbox at the?
I'm gonna be supportive, but at the point where you're not bringing in income, you know, you can go and try to accomplish your dreams, but you need to have a side hustle too, or you need to have a main hustle. Maybe that's something you do on the side until the scales, you know, shift.
But what if it requires like their full attention for it to happen? Like, it's always better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one.
But you gotta have
an opportunity and not be prepared.
We got things to do. I can't be waiting on you now. Look, coming up next, professional indoor soccer is back in the CLE.
That's right. Hear all about the Cleveland Crunch when we return.
You're watching Cribs in the CLE. Live.
All right, now welcome back to the show. Now, we were supposed to have two owners, the owner and vice president of the Cleveland Crunch, for an interview, but we're having a little technical difficulty.
Yeah.
So I feel like let's just keep on going with the topic.
I like how that intro played us again.
You're feisty,
cool.
I know. I'm
I
going to start dancing again.
Yeah.
I know. Every time that song comes on, I start dancing.
Yeah, you wanted to get back to
Might get back to J-Lo. I was thinking,
okay,
you know, because I feel real strongly about this. Why get married if you still want to play around? You know, you don't have to get married. I think men... or not men, I hate to say men, but I just speak for my personal experience. I believe that they think all women want to be married, and that's not necessarily the case. So if you're not ready to make that commitment, don't go there, because you're getting engaged, and then you embarrassing your woman by another woman coming out saying y'all FaceTiming all day and all night together. It's embarrassing. It's a slap in the face. But then me being a married woman, I always pity the spouse, and I always pity the other woman, because I didn't do anything to deserve this. This woman don't know me. I don't know her. You probably do know that we're married or we're engaged. And then he took an oath to me. So if you on the phone, FaceTime, and being inappropriate, which you know is inappropriate, why do you feel like that's okay? Because I always operate on a space of, you know how I always tell you, I operate on what I want this done to me. So I treat people how I would like for them to treat me. That doesn't already work out for me, especially when you know how much heartbreak you can cause a person by playing around. And then usually the person playing around stays with their woman. So you're really just playing with the other person's emotions and feelings. But then, in the case like J-Lo, you're embarrassing the brand, or you're embarrassing her because you want to play around.
Right.
Don't get engaged.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is they're talking through it. And this is something that came out because the girl that he was talking to, they're both in the limelight. So she said something.
She's not a J-Lo.
No, definitely. But she said something to bring herself into the forefront. Now, this was, in my opinion, was a publicity stunt on her part.
Why wouldn't she? But
exactly.
he gave her the power.
But
he gave her the power to be able to do that because you're out here playing around with her, allegedly.
Right.
You know, why
but that's the whole point I'm saying. So the whole story put not just her into the limelight, but back on it, J-Lo and A-Rod, because they, you know, I wasn't even really looking at stories on them. Everybody know who J-Lo and A-Rod is, but this puts them back in the forefront. You know how when we say the publicists send out stuff like that, or if they have a new outfit, or if they have something going on.
They were trying to say that J-Lo is a media machine, and so she probably did this, but I don't think anybody would want that type of embarrassment to come from a relationship. I'm about to get married to this man. Why would I want to put something like that out there?
You see, I'm not saying that J-Lo did it, but you see that the type of response she did, like that collage of who she is. She letting you know
I'm J-Lo. This ain't one dude ain't gonna stop no show. I'm J-Lo. I'm gonna always be J-Lo. But the fact, this is my point I'm making. The fact that you wanted to be engaged. We didn't have to go there. We could have just kept dating. You wouldn't have no obligation to be faithful and loyal to me, because one thing, and like I was trying to say about athletes, they love attention. They don't care most of them don't care who they get it from, whether they're in a relationship or not. And I guess I'm not just speaking to J-Lo. I'm speaking to you also, and people like you that like to entertain other people within their relationship. I personally feel like it's inappropriate. But when you have someone that maybe might feel insignificant, might just love attention, because I know a lot of guys talk to other women on the side, they look at it as purely entertainment, not knowing that you're breaking your spouse's heart, not knowing that we're never going to be the same because I don't trust you. You lack integrity. Something's going on with you. I just don't understand why get engaged, why be married if you want to conduct yourself like that. Can you answer that?
Yes, definitely. If you say it as if like he wanted to have that all blow up in his face.
You can, because he's an athlete. You can speak from that perspective.
You say it as though he wants everything to blow up in his face and FaceTime with this.
What did he think was going to happen? I'm talking to J-Lo. I'm talking to J-Lo because you got to keep it real. I'm talking to J-Lo's man. I mean, I know you think you A-Rod and you might be able to get some hush money or something like that, but I'm talking to J-Lo's man.
And you talking about FaceTime. That's not going to ruin their relationship.
Start to dissolve. The other person always want to come out of the woodwork and throw some salt on somebody's game just to let you know I was talking to your man, all this and that. Of course she was going to do that. What did A-Rod expect?
Hey man, he ain't trying
to keep it real. But look, we got more cribs in the CLE when we get back. Don't you go anywhere.
You're watching Cribs in the CLE.
Welcome back to the show. Now, in honor of Women's History Month, we asked you to nominate a woman in your life that is making history, motivating change in your community, or just simply inspiring.
Yes, today we are honoring Jasmine Swanson. She has an ice cream shop in East Cleveland, and despite the pandemic, found a way to keep it running at full capacity. Jasmine has a huge heart and loves to give back to the kids in her community.
Congratulations, Jasmine. Hey, girl, looking good, girl. She served that ice cream.
Yes, she is.
Hey, okay, but look, you're looking good. You're a fabulous female business owner. But remember, you can nominate the woman in your life. Just go to cribsinthecle.com.
And send us a picture and description as to why we should celebrate the special lady in your life.
Yeah, thanks so much for the submission, Jasmine. Make sure you check out or support our ice cream shop, too.
Yes.
Now, look, let's get to those poll results.
All right, let's do it.
All right, now, look, your woman wants to join the lingerie football league. You don't think she should do it? Should you tell her? Oh, wow. 50% said yes.
Yeah, I voted too.
I did too.
Yeah.
And 50% said no. It was just something different right there. So, I mean, I feel like, what are you telling her no for? Are you saying because I don't want you dressing in lingerie? Or I don't
see, it don't have to be that she has lingerie. It could be her safety. When you was trying to box, it wasn't that you was going to have the halter top or the whatchamacallit. I was trying to think about safety. And lingerie, that medical plan ain't like the NFL.
Goodbye.
Shoot, they out there fighting for their life.
Okay, well, as long as you weren't saying it because I feel some type of way that you walking around in lingerie.
Nah, you my girl, you mine, so I'm not.
You got it, flaunt it.
The right
now,
way.
Look, Josh wanted to go back to the A-Rod. He felt like I wouldn't let him talk.
At all.
I'll be quiet.
You wouldn't let me talk at all. I feel an A-Rod situation, and this is the main reason that they're still together. They put it out there. Despite the media claims, we're working through this because a FaceTime or a message ain't going to empty something that they built so much for. When you're talking about a history like that, everybody know A-Rod and J-Lo been together. They have plans for the future. They're a power couple. They got so much going on. Yes, they're going to have aches and pains, but they're going to push through it because that's what grown folks do. And there's going to be some counseling that needs to happen if there needs to be. If one or the other feel like they don't need to go to counseling or work on that marriage, then maybe the same problems will arise if you think they can figure it out by themselves and not by doing it with each other. It's each other. I think they come together.
I was waiting on that pause so I can go ahead and jump in.
I wasn't going to let you jump in. I was going to talk until the show come out.
Hey, you don't want to be faithful? Don't be in a relationship. Look, you guys, we love y'all so much for watching. Oh, we got more time.
Yeah.
I was going to say some more.
No, don't say no more.
Look, we love you for watching. Make sure you get outside. It's cold outside, though.
Yeah, it ain't that cold.
Enjoy the day. We will see you back here tomorrow on
Cribs in the CLE.
Have a good day, you guys.
All right.
I'm just saying, we're about A-Rod. I don't know, Josh. Don't get married. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You're watching Cribs in the CLE.